We're counting down the 8 most destructive habits drivers unknowingly inflict on their automatic Mercedes-Benz every single day. These aren't dramatic crashes or obvious accidents. They're quiet, routine mistakes that silently murder your transmission and leave you staring at repair bills that can stretch well past $10,000. From the way you park on a hill to how you handle a puddle in the road, each one puts a unique and brutal kind of stress on the sophisticated electronics, precision hydraulics, and tight tolerances hiding beneath your hood. Some of these will genuinely surprise you, and one of them ruins more Mercedes transmissions than all the others put together. So which habit sits at the very top of the list? Stay with us, because by the end, you'll never drive your Mercedes the same way again. Let's start with number 8. Mistake number 8, shifting to neutral at red lights. It feels logical. You're sitting at a traffic light, the car isn't moving, and you drop the selector into neutral to take the load off the system. Drivers have been doing this for decades, and in older vehicles it sometimes made sense. But in a modern Mercedes-Benz with a 9G-tronic transmission, this habit is quietly costing you thousands of dollars one stoplight at a time. Here's what's actually happening inside the gearbox. The 9G-tronic's transmission control unit is already programmed to manage the torque converter and clutch pack pressure the moment you stop and drive. It keeps the clutch packs bathed in steady hydraulic pressure, around 8 to 12 bar, so everything stays primed and ready the instant you release the brake. The fluid film protecting every friction surface remains intact. The moment you slide to neutral, that pressure bleeds towards zero. The clutch packs partially decompress, and when you flick back to drive the second the light turns green, the system commands a pressure spike of up to 40 bar, slamming the clutches back into engagement. That's not a gentle handshake, it's a hydraulic hammer blow, delivered every red light, every commute, for years. Over time, the friction material wears out, the surfaces glaze, and shops tear these transmissions apart to find burnt debris coating the sump. Repairs start at $1,500 and rise quickly from there. The fix costs nothing. Leave it in drive. The 9G-tronic is already doing the work for you, and it does it better than any manual habit ever could. Mistake number 7, flooring it on a cold transmission. There's something satisfying about burying the accelerator on a cold morning. The exhaust hardens, the car lunges, and it feels alive. But while most owners know about warming up the engine, almost nobody thinks about the transmission. And the automatic transmission fluid sitting cold in your gearbox is a completely separate problem. The ATF formulated for Mercedes transmissions flows freely at operating temperature, around 80 degrees Celsius, filling microclearances in the valve body and keeping every solenoid and clutch pack protected. At 5 or 10 degrees Celsius on a winter morning, that same fluid becomes up to 40% more viscous. It doesn't flow, it crawls. Demand a full throttle kickdown in that condition, and you're asking the valve body solenoids to execute high-pressure shifts through something closer to syrup than oil. The seals can't compensate for the pressure spike differential. Solenoids overshoot. In the worst cases, the valve body fails outright, and that repair easily clears $3,000, often requiring complete assembly replacement. If your Mercedes shows ATF temperature on the dash display, use it. Keep revs under 3,000 RPM until the fluid passes 50 degrees Celsius. On a cold day, that takes 5 to 10 minutes. Those minutes of patience are worth several $1,000s saved. Mistake number 6, shifting between drive and reverse while still rolling. You overshoot a parking space by a foot, and before the car fully stops, you flick from drive to reverse to correct course. It's a small thing. It feels like nothing. Inside your Mercedes, it's one of the most violent things you can do to a very specific and very expensive part. The Intelligent Servo Module, or ISM. Unlike old mechanical cable linkages, the ISM is a brushless electric motor that physically actuates the transmission's internal gear selector. Every time you command a direction change while the drivetrain still carries momentum the other way, that motor is forced to fight the inertial load of a 1.8 to 2.1 ton vehicle still in motion. The internal drive gears experience shock loads they were never designed for. The motor overheats. Over time, the gear teeth wear. The ISM begins to grind rather than select cleanly, and diagnostic codes like P0750 or P0900 begin appearing. A new ISM installed can top $3,000, and because it's an integrated unit, complete replacement is the only fix. No rebuild option exists. The habit change is simple. Bring the car to a complete total stop before shifting between any forward and reverse gear. 1 full second of patience every time you park can save you thousands. Mistake number 5. Coasting downhill in neutral. This one comes from decades of bad fuel-saving advice. The theory: put the car in neutral on a downhill. Engine idles, you coast for free. In reality, a modern Mercedes with fuel cutoff technology actually uses less fuel coasting in gear than in neutral. But the fuel argument barely matters, because what neutral does to your transmission on a downhill is far more serious. The oil pump inside a 9G Tronic is mechanically driven by the engine, not by the output shaft. When you're in drive, the engine spins the pump, which continuously circulates ATF through the entire transmission, cooling bearings, lubricating planetary gear sets, and maintaining hydraulic pressure throughout. The system is alive and protected. Drop into neutral on that same downhill and the engine idles, slowing the pump to near idle output. Meanwhile, the output shaft, connected directly to the spinning wheels, turns rapidly with dramatically reduced oil flow to the bearings and gear sets supporting it. Temperatures inside the transmission can spike past 120 degrees Celsius in just a few minutes. Bearings develop micro-pitting. Planetary gear sets experience metal-to-metal contact. The damage is cumulative and invisible until a bearing gives up or a gear set grinds itself apart. Rebuilds in this failure mode run close to $4,000. Keep it in drive on every descent. Neutral is not a coasting mode. It was never designed for that purpose in this transmission. Mistake number 4. Ignoring transmission temperature and skipping fluid services. Most Mercedes drivers watch the engine temperature gauge religiously. Almost none of them ever check the transmission fluid temperature, or think about the state of the ATF circulating inside their gearbox right now. ATF is not inert. From the first kilometer it circulates, it absorbs heat, suspends clutch lining debris, oxidizes under pressure, and has its additive chemistry consumed by the very processes it's designed to prevent. And despite what some owner's manuals suggested, no transmission fluid is literally lifetime. That language described ideal conditions. Real-world driving is not ideal conditions. When ATF is left past its service life, varnish deposits form on solenoid screens, valve body orifices restrict, the filter clogs, and hydraulic pressure drops across the board. Shift quality degrades. The owner notices the car feels slightly different, finds no fault codes, and keeps driving. By the time codes appear, a service that would have cost a few $100s has become a valve body replacement at $3,000, or a full rebuild at $6,000 to $8,500. Use only the approved fluid specification, Mercedes-Benz 236.15 or 236.17, depending on your variant. Have it changed along with the external filter every 60,000 to 80,000 kilometers, or every 4 years in lower mileage vehicles. This is the single most cost-effective maintenance action you can take to protect a transmission that costs more to rebuild than many used cars are worth. Mistake number 3. Using park on a hill before setting the parking brake. This one surprises almost every driver who hears it, because the instinct is to treat the parking brake as a backup, something you apply after selecting park, just in case. In a Mercedes, and in any automatic transmission vehicle, that sequence is completely backwards, and it quietly destroys one of the most mechanically vulnerable components in the drivetrain. The parking pawl is a small, hardened metal pin that physically locks the transmission's output shaft when park is selected. It's robust by normal standards, but it was never designed to bear the full static weight of a 1.8 to 2.2 ton vehicle pressing against it continuously. When you select park on a slope before setting the parking brake, the car's weight rolls, even fractionally, until the pawl catches. All of that load transfers directly through the pawl. On a moderate incline, engineers estimate the shear force on that pin can exceed 15,000 newtons, an enormous stress concentration on something smaller than your thumb. Over time, the pawl's contact face deforms. The notch in the park gear wears. Getting out of park requires more effort. You hear a deep clunk as stored spring force releases. In more severe cases, the ISM has to fight the jammed pawl to execute the park-to-drive transition, wearing the electric motor in exactly the same way mistake number 6 does. Repairs can run close to $5,000. The correct sequence takes 2 additional seconds. Stop the car, keep your foot on the brake, engage the electronic parking brake, then select park. In that order, the parking brake absorbs the car's weight before the transmission is involved at all. The pawl engages under zero load. Practice this sequence every single time. Mistake number 2, forcing manual downshifts at high speed. Most drivers understand not to slam into reverse while moving at 30 kilometers per hour. But the same principle applies in subtler situations that catch people out regularly, particularly forcing aggressive manual downshifts at speed via paddle shifters, or attempting to engage park or neutral while the car is still traveling at any meaningful velocity. Mercedes automatic transmissions, and especially the 9G-tronic with its closely stacked 9 ratios, are calibrated to execute gear changes within precise speed and torque windows. Each ratio has a defined engagement range. Forcing a downshift that drops 2 or 3 ratios at highway speed bypasses those safety windows and commands a shift event that the clutch packs were not designed to handle at that speed and load combination. The result is a harsh shift that dumps concentrated rotational energy into the clutch packs in a single event, the kind of event that, repeated over time, glazes the friction material and accelerates wear dramatically. More dangerous still is any attempt to engage park above a walking pace. The parking pawl was designed to engage a stationary output shaft. If it engages one that's spinning, even at 5 or 10 kilometers per hour, the pin can shatter, or the park gear notch can sustain damage so severe that the transmission locks up while the car is still moving. Mechanics see this damage. It is not theoretical. Use the paddle shifters thoughtfully. Allow the transmission to execute shifts at its own designed pace during normal driving. And never, under any circumstances, select park unless the car is at a verified complete stop. Mistake number 1, driving through standing or floodwater. And here it is, the number 1 mistake that destroys more Mercedes automatic transmissions than any other single event. And it can happen in a single moment, on an ordinary road, during an ordinary commute. Standing water, a flooded intersection, a dip in the road after heavy rain that looked shallower than it was. Every driver who has owned a car long enough has threaded through a puddle they weren't entirely certain about. In most cases, the car makes it through and nothing seems wrong. The driver continues on. The transmission begins to die. Here is the mechanism, and it is as severe as it is fast. On most Mercedes C-Class and E-Class sedans, and several SUV variants, the transmission breather vent is positioned low on the housing, sometimes just 10 to 14 centimeters from the ground. 5 centimeters of standing water is enough to submerge it. You don't need a flooded road. A single deep puddle after a thunderstorm can do it. As the car moves through the water, the vent draws in water vapor or liquid through differential pressure. That water enters the ATF and immediately begins an irreversible process. Water and transmission fluid form a milky emulsion that strips away the lubricating film on every friction surface by up to 80%. That film is not a luxury. It is the only thing standing between the steel clutch plates and immediate metal-to-metal contact. The destruction goes further. The friction linings bonded to the clutch plates are composite materials held in place by specialized adhesive. Water attacks that adhesive. The linings begin to delaminate and peel away, releasing debris that circulates through the transmission, clogging solenoid screens, blocking valve body passages, and grinding into every bearing and gear surface it encounters. A car that drove through 8 centimeters of water on a Tuesday may shift normally Wednesday morning and suffer complete catastrophic transmission failure by Thursday afternoon, sometimes within 300 meters of the first symptom appearing. A complete rebuild in this failure mode runs upward of $8,500. In many cases on higher mileage vehicles, the repair cost exceeds the car's market value. The transmission, and sometimes the car, is a write-off. The only protection is avoidance. If water approaches the door sills, or if you cannot clearly see the road surface beneath it, turn around without hesitation. No appointment is worth $8,500. No shortcut is worth a written-off car. And if you've already driven through suspicious water, and the fluid looks milky or gray rather than clear red, get to a specialist immediately. Acting within hours can sometimes prevent total failure. Waiting cannot. Final word. Across all 8 mistakes, the pattern is the same every time. Mercedes-Benz builds transmissions of extraordinary sophistication. But that sophistication demands mechanical respect that most owners were never told about. The 9G Tronic rewards careful habits with hundreds of thousands of kilometers of flawless service. It punishes careless ones quietly, expensively, and without warning. Every single mistake on this list is completely preventable. Stop at 0 before shifting direction. Let the ATF warm before demanding full throttle. Set the parking brake before selecting park. Service the fluid before symptoms appear. Turn around when the water looks uncertain. These aren't difficult changes, but they are the difference between a transmission that lasts the life of the car and one that destroys itself years too soon. The choice is yours, at every red light, every cold morning, and every flooded road.